What's up guys, it's your Destiny. Welcome to my channel if you are new here, but if you're not, what's up? Today's video is going to be on what I learned in 2020. Basically things I've learned about myself, what 2020 has taught me, what I've learned, and things in general. Let's just get right into it. So 2020 has been a crazy year. It's been a long journey for all of us in the world. I feel like 2020 has taught me to really trust the process, to really accept the things I can't change. 2020 was definitely not the year we were expecting, and I wasn't expecting it to be the way that it turned out to be, and it's just been a roller coaster of emotion. It's definitely taught me to have lots of patience because I am a very impatient person. I've learned to grow patient in different ways. Like when I want something to happen right then and there, I would tell myself it's going to be a process. It's going to take a minute. So just trust the process, Destiny, because that's all you can do. I've really learned to accept myself in the now, and it's been a tough journey for me to do that and accept my body for what it is now. Even though I can't change it right away, even though it'll take a minute, it's just trusting the process. Last year has really taught me to don't be afraid to take risks, because I'm very cautious when it comes to doing things that I'm not used to doing. Change is really hard for me sometimes. A lot of things have changed for me in the year of 2020, like adulting. Adulting for one. Me and my boyfriend had just recently moved into our own space, into our new apartment. There's a lot of financial hardship that comes with it. It's a lot of budgeting for sure, but it's nothing we can't handle. It's just one of the things I've learned to overcome is taking risks, and one of those risks was getting our own place finally and being on our own. Now that we are on our own, it's really awesome. We love being independent together, and it's really nice to have a partner to go through that with. Another risk that I've taken in 2020 was my job. The job I have now is me working for a gym, but the circumstances that we're in today, all gyms are closed down until further notice. But while my job was open, I got promoted. I got promoted to be an assistant manager, and thought about it for a couple years actually. I've thought about taking the position as the assistant manager for quite a long time, and I've always turned it down because I always told myself I wasn't fit to be a manager or fit to be in a position to manage anybody, because I myself just know how I am as a person, and I don't know if I would be able to take on that responsibility. It almost kind of scares me to have so much responsibility on my plate, and I took that risk and I accepted the position. I'm now an assistant manager, which is crazy to think. It feels good that I've accomplished that, and to be able to lead, I've been scared of that because it's so out of my comfort zone. It's always in my shell, and I just want to stay in my shell because that's what I know. I know my shell, and I don't want to get out of it sometimes. I've always been a shy person. I've always been an impatient person. I've always stuck to what I know and have just isolated myself from big things that could happen for me, and just because it's a change for me. Yeah, I think taking risks is one of the big things that I've learned in 2020. Another thing that I've learned is that it's okay to cry. And I know that sounds a little silly to say aloud, that it's okay to cry. I cannot begin to tell you how many times I have broken down and cried to myself. I've been working on my mental health every Wednesday with my therapist. I know I'm saying a therapist. I don't know if you guys have watched my mental health video, but in that video I've mentioned that I hate therapy. I've been seeing a therapist for a few months now. I find myself crying a lot in my therapy sessions. It's crazy because I have so much built-in emotion that I've never released and never really talked about aloud. And I don't know why I'm getting so emotional right now. Mental health. Why am I getting emotional? I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands. Yeah, I'm a big baby, but that's what I've learned, that it's okay to cry. Sometimes you just have to let it out. You just have to cry sometimes, and it's a lot. Working on my mental health has really helped me change my mindset for things and focusing on positivity and to really be in tune with my emotions, because I've never really taken the time to sit back and really think about what I've gone through and I've experienced in life, and I don't sit back and think about things like that. I just go on with life. Okay. It's really helped for me to talk about my feelings, and that's why I am talking to a therapist, and I think it's okay to talk to therapists because it really helps. It really helps to talk about anything that you feel in your heart to let out. That's a big factor of 2020 that I've learned. Is that it's okay to cry. And I want to bring back to adulting is budgeting is, I don't want to say hard, it's a big factor in adulting. How to spend your money wisely, how to save your money, how to be smart with your money basically, because it's very important to have savings because you never know what can happen. And just like 2020, we did not see this coming at all. It's crazy to think that we are where we are now in the world in general. A lot of hardships a lot of people have been facing, and I've come to the realization that budgeting has been a factor for 2020 for me, and very important thing to think about, especially for the future. Another thing lastly I want to mention is to never lose sight of the things that are most important to you, because you don't realize how much you take for granted every day and how much the little things matter to you. Never lose sight of what truly matters, like spending time with loved ones, having quality family time. Don't take anything for granted, because you never know what can happen. Anything can change in a blink of an eye or the snap of a finger. And just like this year, it's went downhill from March until the end of the year basically, and it's just crazy how much changed so many people's lives because of COVID, and the impact it has on others is crazy to me. You don't realize how much you take your health for granted. That's something I've been really thankful for, is being healthy and being able to do things like go hiking or, I don't know, running. Some people aren't able to do those things, and you never realize how little the things that you take for granted. That's one thing that I've learned, is to don't lose sight of things that truly matter to you. Yeah, 2020 has really put a spotlight on things that can change really quickly. You just have to remind yourself that to be thankful. So, but yeah. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. My little recap for you, what I've learned in the year of 2020. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click that red subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the bell. Make sure you get notified for any videos that I've posted, and I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces!